UFC 295 was last night, and this is my reaction to the whole card. So from the early prelims right up to the main event, there was 13 fights, I believe. In those 13 fights, there was 7 finishes, so it was a really good card in terms of people getting finished and exciting fights and things like that. So these are my key takeaways from that. Diego Lopez, this guy needs to be pushed into the rankings of featherweight, in my opinion. The guy debuted against Movsar Evloev, who's ranked number 9, I believe, of featherweight at the minute. It was a close fight, looked really good in that. Currently now he's on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC, and I think the opponents that they've been giving him just aren't up to par. Pat Sabatini just isn't that guy. Diego Lopez is levels above him, so hopefully they give him maybe someone outside of the top 10. Benoit Saint Denis, I've been saying it, this guy is the best prospect, in my opinion, in all of MMA. Maybe that's a bit out there, but yeah, I'm going to roll with that. Last night against Matt Frivola, he just showed why he's that guy. With the head kick KO, insane. This guy's good everywhere. Really strong for the lightweight division. I think he's on a 4 or 5 fight win streak now in the UFC. Should have checked this before I started filming, but yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5 fights. This guy needs to be pushed into the top 10. He needs a top 10 fight next in the lightweight division. For me, maybe a winner of Bobby Green, Dan Hooker. That would be an interesting matchup in my opinion. That's kind of a nothing fight, if I'm being brutally honest, in the lightweight division. Dan Hooker nor Bobby Green are ever going to be in the top 5. They're never going to challenge for the belt at this stage in their career. So I think whoever wins that would be a good matchup for Benoit Saint Denis to get into the top 10 lightweight rankings. Mackenzie Dern versus Jessica Andrade, women's MMA fight, went to a decision. Not really much to say there, to be honest. Tom Aspinall, Sergey Pavlovich, what a fight, what a co-main event. I was really hyped for this matchup, and it delivered. Tom Aspinall is that guy. He is without a doubt, in my opinion, the best heavyweight in all of MMA right now. What he done to Sergey Pavlovich was insane. Everybody, including myself, thought he was going to have to grapple to get the win, but that just was not the case. Like I said in my breakdown, leg kicks would be effective, and they were. You've seen them paying off for him. Tom Aspinall's just so fast. He's just so fast. Fast feet, fast hands. Great boxing, great wrestler, great jiu-jitsu. And the hands as well. This guy hits hard. He knocked out Sergey Pavlovich inside a round. Crazy. The UFC and Dana White need to make John Jones versus Tom Aspinall next, because nobody cares about Stipe Miocic fighting John Jones. It makes no sense. It's irrelevant, especially if they're going to make that for the undisputed title when they've made an interim belt for Tom Aspinall and Sergey Pavlovich to fight for. It doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of time. And I know UFC's a business, so maybe they're looking at it as a what sells more. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, in my opinion, sells way more than John Jones versus Stipe. Stipe was never a big pay-per-view draw. The guy hasn't fought in 4 years. His last fight was that brutal KO against Ngannou. He's over 40 years of age. He is the greatest heavyweight of all time, in my opinion, but I do think it's time for Stipe to call it quits and let Tom Aspinall get that matchup against John Jones. And in my opinion, Tom Aspinall will beat John Jones. I think John Jones, without a doubt, he is the greatest of all time. There's no disputing that. But this guy's getting up there in age. He's near the end of his career. Ignore the voice break. He's near the end of his career. And Tom Aspinall is on the come up. He's in the prime of his career. Like I said earlier, great boxing, great stand-up, great wrestling, great jiu-jitsu. And in my opinion, he does cause a lot of problems for John Jones. And I think he would finish John Jones, to be honest. I think Tom Aspinall would find a way to finish John Jones. Now, that is a bold statement, but I do believe it. I think Tom Aspinall, if he got the chance to fight John Jones, he finishes him. And I think he finishes him inside 3 rounds. Now on to the main event. This is annoying. This is probably one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Yuri Prohaska coming back after a shoulder injury to fight Alex Pereira. That was an early stoppage, in my opinion. Mark Goddard got it wrong. That was an early stoppage. Yes, Pereira did have Yuri hurt with that right hand left hook, but Yuri was going in for a takedown still. Yes, Alex was landing elbows, but the way Yuri fell back, to me, it didn't look like he was out cold, so I don't know why he stopped it. He should have allowed it, and fair enough, Alex was falling into mount, so maybe he would have finished it from there. But like, let it happen, let that finish happen, you know. As soon as the referee pulled Alex Pereira off, Yuri was rolling, And Yuri always gets hurt in his fights, and he always pulls through. So I just think it was a really premature stoppage. But anyway, we'll go through the fight. Alex Pereira's leg kicks, like I said, they were causing Yuri problems. I think they'll cause everybody that fights Alex Pereira problems. This guy, his leg kicks are so, you can't even telegraph them. You don't know when he's going to throw them. The power in them as well. They don't even look like he throws them that hard, but the damage is insane, and you've seen it was affecting Yuri in the way he was fighting. Yuri did land a good few leg kicks himself. In the first round, he secured a nice takedown. And a lot of people say about Alex Pereira's ground game, it's nothing impressive, but this guy knows how to keep himself safe. You know, he will not put himself into danger on the ground, holding you tight, keeping you in, just grinding down the minutes on the clock. This guy knows how to keep himself safe, doesn't put himself into danger by trying to do these fancy get-ups or anything like that. He knows that he is vulnerable on the ground, and he does a great job protecting himself. Yuri Prohaska done a great job on the ground controlling Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is massive. This guy is huge, and Yuri Prohaska was able to control him and win round one, in my opinion. Round two, competitive round, and then obviously that finish happened. It is kind of annoying, and I know Yuri said it was a good stoppage. He was out, but Yuri's just a humble guy, man. I just couldn't see him like getting on like a dick and causing a scene. You know, he lives that samurai lifestyle. You know, he's just paying respects. It's just annoying. It really is annoying. I know Jamal Hill is going to be next. I'm not sure when that guy is back from injury, but for me, I would like to see a rematch because there is no clear-cut number one contender at light heavyweight outside of Jamal Hill, like I said, but I don't know when he's back. So hopefully the UFC can run this one back and give us the fight we deserved. Yuri Prohaska versus Alex Pereira with no early stoppages. But outside of that, it was a great card. UFC 295, much better than UFC 294 in my opinion. Now on to the next one, it's UFC 296. We've got a while to wait for that, but that card is insane. It is so stacked. Next weekend we've got Paul Craig, Brandon Allen. My breakdown will be out on Friday for that matchup. Outside of that, there's not really much on that card to be honest, but the main event, it's pretty decent. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win. Need to do a bit more research to finalise my opinion. But yeah, that's going to come out on Friday. There will be another video out on Thursday. Why is my voice keep breaking, man? It's so annoying. But anyway, that's going to do us for today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. The links to my TikTok, Instagram, they're all going to be down below. And I'll see you again in the next one.